Good morning, everybody. It's Lisa. Um, Please forgive my appearance right now. I just got out of bed about a half hour ago. Well, Kat woke me up wanting some food, but she's already got hard food, so I basically got out of bed about a half hour ago. Um, got my coffee, Tweety, Tweety cup, of course, Tweety Bird cup. Um, as some of y'all might know, that I'm going through some family issues. So I guess I want to come on and do a little life update. This year, particularly this month, it started out. Oh, I'll just say this year, yeah, because it started back in I don't know, end of January, beginning of February. It's been really rough. Y'all might know that my daughter now is living with me, and that she has a new car, and that she's unemployed. Uh, but it turned out that she's been going through depression for some time now. And depression where she is physically hurting herself, cutting herself. My middle child, my son, my middle son, remember he went through a stage of doing that too. But he's fine now. He's doing a lot better. Now my daughter is doing it now too. She had a job. She got a job for a nursing company where they go to the homes and take care of the people. She was doing her training, and then she was going to go start doing her being by herself and driving. Well, I guess it was beginning of last month, they called. They wanted her to come up to the office, which their office is in Baltimore. And she went up, and I got a call that morning, like 9:30, 10 o'clock. Luckily, I was up, and I answered it, and it was from their office calling, stating that they had to call the police and the paramedics. That they said that they had to let her go. Didn't specifically say why, and that she was sitting in her car and she wrote a suicide note. And the lady said it said, "Dear Mom and Dad, I'm sorry. I can't take it no more." So they went ahead and called the police, and it turned out that she was cutting herself with a piece of glass that she found. She said she had some cuts on her arm. So while she was in Baltimore, they took her to the hospital in Baltimore. And that's almost like a 2-hour drive from me, from where I live. That's traffic's good. So they went ahead and took her there, and she stayed in that hospital for a month, very close to a month. And I did manage to get up there a couple times to see her. I would call her every day because I did get the number, and I'd call her every day to check on her, make sure she's okay. Like the only times I couldn't call were Friday because I was working the graveyard shift Thursday. I didn't get off until 7 o'clock in the morning Friday, and then had to be back at work at 7 o'clock that evening. So I couldn't call her that day, and she understood, and I told she knew why. But I did manage to get up there like a couple times and see her. Well, excuse me. Today's Tuesday, the 8th. Last Tuesday, excuse me, I'm drinking coffee. It's making me burp a little bit. But last Tuesday, she was able to get released, and we went and picked her up. Me and my husband. Now my husband has been wonderful, and this is her stepfather. He would go up with me. He took off work, and he would go up with me, and so he was there. He really was there, and he supported me, and with everything I was going through, because he knew it was tearing me up. So let's see, we picked her up, and they had an appointment for her the next day to go to Pathways for counseling because they want to start her on therapy. uh, had her prescriptions that she needed to get filled, like 6 of them. One is for her heart because she has a rapid heart rate and she has to take medication to keep it down because it beats so fast. And the other ones were for her depression and stuff. But when we went to Pathways the next day, something going on with her insurance because she had insurance when she used to work for the old folks home, the retirement home in Calvert. She worked there, and she had to quit that job because it was very stressful. And there was a few times they had to send her to the emergency room because she passed out. But it was like very stressful. They had her on the hardest floor with patients, had difficult patients, and then they had 10 patients that she had to take care of that day. So she had to quit that job. And when she found this other one, I guess they had to let her go because I'm not sure of the reason. I think because of her medical problems that she was having. So she was, like I said, in the hospital for a month up there. We went to pick her up. We couldn't get her into therapy like we wanted to because her insurance is all screwed up. Because she had insurance through her old company, but that's expired. But it's still showing that she has it because it doesn't have an expiration date. Weird, ain't it? But she does have insurance through the state, Maryland Physicians Care. So we're trying to get this taken care of. I wasn't able to get her prescriptions filled because I didn't have the money because I just made a car payment on her payment. I made a car payment on her car because she was about 2 months behind. So I had to make a car payment. And now she just owes for this month. So I had to print out our tax papers. I told her I'm coming up to see her today. I seen her last night, and I'm coming up to see her today. And I'll bring her tax papers. But she's not in Baltimore anymore, thank God. She was doing okay, even though we couldn't get her medication, which I know was bad because she needed to take it for her depression and anxiety and stuff. Friday, she had a little incident. I was at work, and something just told me to check on her, and I think I called, and she was having an incident, and I told her to go back to the house, and just talk to John. I said, put a movie in, fix some popcorn, and just sit there and just zone out on a movie. Just trying to get her, in a good frame of mind, and that worked. That helped. They went and got pizza, and they talked and everything. And then Saturday, I had to go to work again. So all I'm doing is working. And I told her I come up to see me at my job. I gave her some coupons that I had for a free drink and for something free to eat, and I gave them to her. I had them for a while, so I gave them to her. And I said, come up and see me at my job and get something to eat and something to drink and just chill out with me for a little while. I said, you see your mom work. So around 7:30, she still wasn't there, and I'm like, she should be coming soon because it's dinner time. So I texted her and asked her where she was, and she told me that she was at. She texted me back and said that she was at the Kmart parking lot. That she overdosed. That she needs to call the ambulance, but she feels ashamed. And I texted her and just said, what Kmart are you at? And that's when she said she was in Lexington Park. And that's where I'm at. She just needs to drive a few blocks up at my job. And I'd say, drive to my job. I said, when you get here, we'll decide what to do. And she said, I don't think I can drive, Mom. Luckily, I had a coworker there that was off work. He was trying to figure out where he was going to stay because he's kind of, in between places right now. And I asked him, I gave him my keys, and I said, can you please go pick up my daughter? She's at the Kmart parking lot. She told me that she's overdosed, and I need her to come here. And he went and he picked her up for me and brought her to work for me, and I put her in the office. She did have to go to the bathroom and walk back to the bathroom with her and let her do that. And she had this bag where she bought over-the-counter medication. Store brand pain relief, like a Tylenol, bottle 24. She took all those. And then she also bought this cold medicine for day and night. It was, I want to say 16, because it was, day and night, and she took all those. It's either, yeah, I think it was 16 of them. I can't remember, or 12, so it might have been 24 of those. And I knew I had to call the ambulance. There was just no way, because taking over-the-counter medication, it's overdose. I called them. They come and picked her up. I asked her, before I called her, was she unhappy living with me? And she said no. She's just going through a lot of stuff, worrying and everything. And I didn't realize when I talked to her yesterday, and she was hiding it for a long time. Where she used to live, they never knew that she was going through depression, that she was cutting herself. She would say, because they had a cat, said the cat scratched her when they seen a cut on her arm. They said the cat scratched me. And I just found out that she was hiding it for a while, because I never knew until recently that she was like this, that she was going through this depression and everything. I didn't know, because mom said that she told me, said she was hiding it, and then she couldn't hide it no more. And when I went and seen her last night, her arm was all cut up. She had cuts all over her arm. And then she had other cuts where she was doing her nails when she was at the hospital in Baltimore, taking her fingernails and cutting it, and then, picking it and stuff. And I said, how'd you do that? These cuts, the new cuts. And she said, I had a knife. And she told me it was in the glove box in her car. And I haven't been out there to get it out yet. So I will. I'll get it and bring it back into the house. And then, but she's up there, and she says she's doing better. She's on her medication now. So I went to work Sunday. And I got a call from my sister-in-law stating that my husband collapsed with chest pains. So I had to go to the hospital for that. But he's fine. He's home. He wouldn't stay overnight like they wanted him to, because they wanted to run more tests. And my husband's very stubborn. He doesn't want to stay in the hospital. So he came back home. He took off work yesterday, that was Monday, and he went back to work today. Was Tuesday. Today's Tuesday. But with my daughter's depression, my husband's having chest pain and collapse, my dryer went up, but we have a new dryer now. And then I went to go see my daughter yesterday, Monday, and I'm getting into my car. My car's been kind of acting a little weird, and I had to jump start it, and I'm going to get something to show y'all, because y'all probably want to invest in this. Give me a minute. Let me pause this. Be right back. Okay, I am back. So my car's been giving me a little trouble. I ordered this. I believe it was QVC, the Halo Bolt. This is a charger. I got it on a whim. I'm like, I probably never use it because I have a new car. But I have used it twice so far, and I love it. Y'all probably seen it if y'all watch QVC, so I think this is where I got it. I had this in my car, in my glove box. I put it back in my car, and as you see, it was Saturday when the things happened with my daughter. I put this back in my car. I go out to start my car, and it tries to start, but it didn't, and then the lights were blinking and flashing, and I'm like, what in the world's going on with my car? So I tried it again. Nothing. And it was click, 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 click. I'm like, oh, great. I guess my battery's dead. So I hooked this bad boy up. Did it all by myself. First turn, nothing. Second turn, it started right up. I'm like, great. Now, that's wonderful, because I didn't have to try to get in touch with my husband. Get him to come down here and jumpstart me. So y'all might really want to invest. This is like the simplest thing to use. Let me get the light back on. It's so easy to use. I mean, you can't goof it up when you hook up this, because it has the right, everything. And if you don't have it hooked right, it won't work. So, yeah, it's a great investment. I also had to use it again yesterday when I tried to start my car, and it would not start, and I hooked it up. And I had a difficult time starting it. Like I said, there's something going on with it. But I did get it started, and when it started up, my oil light's on because I need to go get an oil change. Just let me know. But when I started up yesterday, my transmission light was on, and I had a little light with a wrench that was on, I guess, stating that something needs to be fixed, you know. I'm like, oh, great. Well, I went ahead and was going to go down to the hospital. I get maybe a mile, and, you know, I'm driving, I'm like, something's wrong. I said, it's not shifting. You know, when you drive, your transmission shifts. I'm like, no, something's wrong. I said, my car's not shifting, the transmission's not shifting. So I turned it around, brought it back home. I said, oh, I'm like, great, this is just what I need. You know, I says, what else can happen to me? What else? I said, my daughter, with you, the dryer, my car. I said, now my car is gone. So I called my car dealer. I know I had some kind of warranty. I don't really know what I had, but I called them, let them know, because I did had that recall. I had to take it in and get some stuff done to it with the recall. And I called them, and they told me to call Roadside Assistance because it's under warranty with that. They'll come pick it up and bring it to them. They'll have to look at it. I told them about the transmission lights on. It's not shifting. I told them about the little wrench that's on. I also, you know, when I talked to them, I called them back, you know, after I called Roadside Assistance to get them to come out to tow my car to them. I also told them about my oil light, asked them how much they would charge, because that I have to pay for because I don't have a maintenance warranty. I just have the bumper-to-bumper warranty. And they said they usually is about $28. So I said, while my car is down there, go ahead and give me the oil change. And I said, can you also check my tires? Because my husband said I had, I don't know what he call it, you know, where like a car sits for a while and you have I can't remember, but I asked him to check it. I said, don't know, just check them and see how good they are. I mean, I can't afford to get tires right now, but hopefully they'll last me a little while until I get some money together to get some new tires. Because I've had the car over a year and a half now, so it's due. Yeah, I got the car in June, so it's almost a year and a half. Well, it is a year and a half, almost 2 years. So I had my baby towed. It's at the dealers now. They're going to check, see what's going on with it. Something's going on with the transmission, and there is a recall that was on the transmission. That's why I had to take it in to have them put some kind of update on my computer system. So when the transmission act up, it would come up, and I'll take it and get it fixed. So I do have that. And I have some other kind of warranties on it. I don't know what. I mean, I'm not an expert when it comes to these warranties, but we'll wait and see what happens. But it's this year is really not going so good so far, and I'm hoping it gets better. While my daughter was out, while she was out of the hospital, I did apply for unemployment for her, and I did her taxes for her. But I mail mine in. I don't do the electronic stuff. I figure I'm not going to pay them. I can just wait a few weeks and get the money. But now she's in the hospital, I have to print out the tax papers. Because like I said, my printer, I don't know if I told you about my printer on my PC, is not working. But I have that box sitting, let's see if I can get it over there, that has a new printer that I ordered from Home Shoppers. $80, the HP printer, Wi-Fi, all that. And I haven't even opened it up yet. I got it yesterday and I haven't even opened it up. I might, because I have a printer on the back of that desk there. It's a Wi-Fi. It's a HP. I might take that one and put over here where my other printer is, my old printer, which is also at HP. My mom got me this, I think, 3 years ago, and it's a Wi-Fi. Wireless. Like the one back there is wireless, but my computer, my PC computer, desktop computer, is not a wireless one, but I do have a laptop that I can use to print out the tax papers, because I did save them and I just have to print them out. So that is my life in a nutshell. It's rough. So I just wanted to let y'all know that I am still around. I may not be posting as much as I would like to with work and this family issue going on. I do had some videos that I did, but I haven't had a chance to upload. There's one that I did with my candle collection. I need to try to edit. Like I said, I am no expert with that. I just don't have the time to sit here and try to edit and try to figure it out. So I just try to do the video in one take. But this one was 3 takes, and I was trying to get it, but I think I'm just going to redo it. I don't know. There's a few videos that I have that I need to upload, so hopefully soon I will be able to do that. With work and this family issue that I'm going through right now, and now with my car, I'm stressed to the limit myself. But I'll be alright. Things will be okay. She's getting the help that she needs, and we'll just take it one day at a time. Like, I'm doing the best I can to keep the payments there, keep her car, especially now that mine's in the shop. I'm going to have to be using hers, which I can get a rental car through the insurance I have with the warranty that I have with my dealer, but they have to look at it and see how long it's going to take. If it takes an extended period of time, then I can get a rental car and it won't cost me nothing. So that's what I'm waiting for now, to see how long it's going to take to fix my car. Hopefully not long. If it doesn't only take a couple days and I'm not worried about a rental car, I'll just use my daughter's. So like I said, I'm co-owner of it too, because I co-signed for her to get it so she can get on my insurance policy, because she's on my insurance and everything, so I had to co-sign for it. So I'm trying to keep it. That's like the only thing that she really has right now is her car and her cat. So I don't want her to lose the car. And she needs the car because eventually she will get better, and she's got to get a job. Wherever she decides what she wants to do, because she said she doesn't want to be a nurse anymore. So I'm just like, well, get something part-time. I mean, maybe Food Line or CVS, be a cashier. And then she's interested in animals. She loves animals, especially horses. I said, well, maybe you can go to school and get some kind of vet stuff, be a veterinary assistant, giving her options. But right now, we just got to get her on the right medications for her depression and her anxiety and stuff, and then we'll see where things go. Okay, everybody, I just wanted to come on and let y'all know that I am here. I'm doing okay. Just dealing with some life stuff, family issues, car problems, everything. And husband doing good. He's alright. We'll just have to keep an eye on everything. Keep an eye on him. Make sure he's taking his medication like he's supposed to, because he does have high blood pressure and stuff. And he did have a heart attack. This is before I met him. Major heart attack. He's still here though. So just got to keep everything in check, and everything will be alright. It'll work out, Alright, I will speak to y'all soon. Let y'all know how things are going, and I'll try to see. Try to see if I can, I don't know, get a video up of something I've done, maybe a haul or something. I don't know. Alright, I'll talk to y'all later. Bye bye.